Question for some of you guys. If you were to do a lat raise, where would it be hardest? Down here or up here, here? Where do you think? Like if you had to hold your arm there, where would you be able to hold your arm for the longest? Presumably therefore where it's easiest. And where would you be able to hold your arm for the least amount of time? Presumably where it would be hardest. You kind of know the answer, but let's do it as a test. I'm going to keep this one arm just down by my side, chilling. And I'm going to hold this other one just out like this. And I'm going to talk to you and see how long it takes before one of these arms gets tired. I'm obviously betting it's going to be this one, obviously. But the question is, why? Like, did my arm increase in mass, increase in weight, increase in load when I stuck it out there or put it down here? Did it get heavier? It certainly feels like it's starting to get heavier on this guy more than this guy, but that can't be because this, grew as I took my arm to the side, sadly. So what is it? It's moment arm, right? It's the distance. This whole thing has a center of mass, and that center of this mass is some distance away from the joint, the axis that it's built around. And the further a center of mass gets away from an axis, the more leverage it has over that axis. So when people in the gym are only thinking about one thing, how much weight have I got in my hand? They're only thinking about one half of the thing that matters. If you are not considering moment arm, the leverage of that load, whatever the load is, over the joint or joints in question, you will never be able to explain why doing this is harder for this arm than it is for this arm. And yet you all know that to be true. And if you're not sure, do it as a little test for yourself. And then think, why? Why is it the case, obviously the case, that this is heavier than this? Because it can't be the load, can it? Now, moment arm times force, or the load, equals torque, the rotary force demand on this joint. You have to pay attention to moment arm because of this.